Should you trust fantasy football trade calculators? Have you ever wondered if you should trust fantasy football trade calculators? These tools can be quite handy when evaluating trades, but how reliable are they? Let's break it down. Fantasy football trade calculators are designed to help you assess potential trades by assigning value to players and projecting how the trade will impact your team for the rest of the season. They provide an objective measure that can help counter any bias you might have towards your own players. Think of it as a sanity check that saves you time when analyzing complex trade scenarios. These calculators typically compare the projected fantasy points of the players involved in the trade. They take into account current performance trends, injuries, and future outlooks. Some advanced calculators even evaluate how a trade affects your starting lineup and overall team balance. This is especially useful if you are in a Dynasty league, as they can project impacts several years into the future. However, it is important to remember that trade calculators are not perfect. Their accuracy hinges on the quality and timeliness of the player projections they use. If the projections are outdated, the results can be misleading. Real-life events, like injuries or changes in player roles, can quickly make those projections irrelevant. Additionally, trade calculators do not account for subjective factors. They may not fully capture your team's specific needs, the nuances of your league's scoring system, or strategic considerations like positional depth and playoff schedules. From an in-season management perspective, trade calculators should be just one part of your evaluation process. They provide a solid baseline for identifying fair trades and quantifying value. However, you should also consider your own knowledge of your team's strengths and weaknesses, as well as current developments in the National Football League. Using trade calculators can help confirm your instincts or spark new trade possibilities. They can boost your confidence before you propose or accept a deal. In summary, while you can trust fantasy football trade calculators as helpful tools, they should not be your only resource. They are great for quickly assessing trade fairness and potential roster impact, but it is essential to supplement them with your own judgment and awareness of the situation.